got the walking boots on again out of the studio, and today I'm on the Quantock Hills in Somerset and looking for inspiration to paint something which I'm hoping to record in a format alongside this video so you can watch the two together. The painting I'm doing here on the right of the split screen is a landscape that will appear halfway through the video, so please come along with me on the walk and I'll stop for a while at the viewpoint. So where are we? Now the Quantock Hills are in Somerset in England. They're a narrow ridge of heathland and ancient oak woodlands, totalling roughly about 19 kilometres in length. And they became England's first area of outstanding natural beauty, which I must admit today I can totally understand. It was really, really lovely. When you're following the ridge, it's hard to get lost. There's a big path that wends its way along the ridge. It goes along the whole length and you get to see views to the north, which is the Bristol Channel, and to the south, Exmoor. So either side of the ridge you get fantastic views that keep popping into view through the trees. I saw about 4 to 5 wild horses that didn't seem to be too bothered by the presence of people walking by, and I was quite surprised to see a herd of Highland cattle. So these are them with their young, and they're shading under the trees. So they literally, I think, will probably be a painting at some point. So what I'm doing here in the landscape painting, I am creating a wash down the page and funneling the attention down into the bluebells. And as you'll see a little bit later on in the video, they're wafting in the breeze, and it's a really pretty image. So the focus I'd like is for the eye to come downwards to the bluebells. So what have we got on the viewpoint here? So there's Bristol Channel, and the camera, I'm going to pan the other direction, and so across that little ridge is Exmoor, and an obligatory cyclist coming through on the path. So the distant views are absolutely stunning. Trying to capture the feeling of distance here with the trees in between the fields. And there's a tractor hard at work. There's gates dotted all the way along the ridge, which I guess is to stop animals roaming too far. And just as I came through that fence, I thought there was a little pathway here that I've got to follow, see what we can find. And it led out into a field, and it runs along the main path. I thought, well, I might as well walk along and see what I can find. So I thought I'd put it on time lapse so we go a bit quicker. And here we are. As soon as I saw the bluebells, I thought this is the view to paint. So I crouched down and got a low picture with the bluebells in the foreground. And I like the feeling of perspective, because you saw the wonky bands that I was painting, and you can probably see now their shadows in the foreground. And there's a tree on the left that I'm going to paint in just a little while. At the moment I'm concentrating on building up the bluebells by putting in darker pigment behind masking fluid that's keeping the white of the paper for the bluebells. We can paint them in later. So I was carrying on walking, I think off the main path now, so I just wanted to see what the views were like. It was really, really hot. So it's nearing the point where I was going to turn around and come back. But now let's paint the tree. See how I've turned the brush on its side there to create a sketchy type feeling for the leaves. And the rigger brush will join those sections together. So it's a drove road owned by the National Trust. So this is a rubber that picks up the masking fluid to save you having to rub your fingers over the painting. Now, instead of completely painting the bluebells all over blue, oh hello tractor again, I'm leaving little slithers of white every now and then, which is the light catching the edge of the bluebell. The walk in total took about, I think about an hour and a half, but then again I did stop quite a few times looking for photographs for inspiration. So yeah, saying hello to the cows and they're having a nice drink there. So it's quite good if it is hot, because it's quite shaded by the trees. So I'm walking back to the car now along the road. Thanks so much for watching. Please do look in the description, because it'll give you a link to subscribe to my emails about tuition on watercolour. And yeah, got lots more in the pipeline, so look forward to seeing you again, hopefully. So just heading back to the car now. Hello to the horse. Didn't stop and have an ice cream because we were heading on home. So this is by Borough Bridge. In the very distance you might see Borough Mump, which is an old church on top of a hill. And I thought I'd show you the cafe on the way back. So this is the Beer Cider Company. And yes, this is what we had to eat. So thanks again for watching and see you again soon.